Two people graduate the same year, same degree, same city, same starting salary. 10 years later, their lives look completely different. One of them wakes up on a Monday morning without worrying about money. The other is still counting the days until the next paycheck. They didn't start with different intelligence. They didn't get lucky, and neither of them made some huge life-changing bet. But one of them escaped a system that quietly keeps most people financially stuck. And the other never even realized they were inside it. Because the system is not obvious. In fact, at first it feels completely normal. You finish school. You get a job. You work hard. You slowly earn more money over time. On the surface, this looks like progress. And in many ways it is. Your life improves. Your income grows. You gain experience. But hidden inside this path is a structure that most people never question. Because the system rewards effort, but it rarely rewards independence. Most people earn money in one specific way. They exchange time for it. You work. You get paid. You stop working. The income stops. At first, this doesn't seem like a problem. Everyone you know lives this way. Friends, coworkers, family members. So the structure becomes invisible. You simply learn how to operate inside it. Work harder, get promoted, earn more. Upgrade your lifestyle. And slowly life becomes more comfortable. But this is the moment where the two paths begin to separate. The first person follows the system exactly as it was designed. They earn more money over time. Their life improves. A nicer apartment. A better car. More comfort. None of these decisions feel irresponsible. In fact, they feel like the reward for years of effort. But each upgrade quietly increases the cost of maintaining their life. Higher rent, higher payments, more financial pressure, and slowly, flexibility disappears. Now stepping away from work becomes harder. Taking risks becomes harder. Trying something new becomes harder. Because too many things depend on the next paycheck. Without realizing it, their life becomes locked into the system. They are successful, but they are also dependent. Meanwhile, the second person does something slightly different. At first, their life looks almost identical. They also work a job. They also earn money. But they quietly focus on something most people ignore. Ownership. Instead of using every raise to upgrade their lifestyle, they begin building things that produce income. Investments, assets, small projects. At first, none of it looks impressive. In fact, it often looks slower. Their friends may appear to be moving ahead faster. Better car, bigger apartment, more visible success. But something important is happening behind the scenes. Every asset they build creates a small amount of independence. At first, the difference is tiny. Maybe a small investment generates a little income. Maybe a side project earns a few $100s. It doesn't feel life-changing, but the structure is different, because that money is not directly tied to hours worked. And over time, those small streams begin to grow. A little more income, a little more flexibility, a little less dependence on one job. Years pass, and slowly the gap between the two lives becomes enormous. The first person built a life that depends entirely on continuing to run inside the system. The second person built systems that gradually reduce their dependence on it. From the outside, both lives may still look successful, but internally they are completely different. One must keep working to maintain their life. The other has options, and that is the real difference between stability and freedom. Stability keeps life functioning. Freedom gives you control over how that life is lived. Most people never escape the system because they never question the structure they are inside. They simply learn to become more efficient at running inside it. But the moment you see the system clearly, your decisions start to change. You begin choosing ownership over appearance, assets over constant upgrades, long-term leverage instead of short-term comfort. And those small decisions, repeated over years, quietly move you further and further outside the system that keeps most people financially stuck. If you want to understand the hidden financial patterns that shape how people build wealth, subscribe to the channel.